Hello and welcome to my Ed Talk. Within this talk I'll be talking about my personal ideology of education, and I'll also be going over some of the other educationalists who I share my view with. These educationalists will have a child-centric view, meaning that they will put the child first before the system or any other educational needs. When I think about Rudolph, I used to think about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. However, I've since learned that Rudolf Steiner is an educationalist who is influenced with his ideologies the opening of many schools. These schools are called Steiner schools. His philosophy with head, hand and heart is very child-centric and focuses on the child's knowledge with their head, hand being their physical well-being and how they're doing and moulding different things, and their heart being their emotional well-being. He believes that children should have a right to play and to be mindful and have time to think and to actually think over their own ideas and things like that. I like his ideology because I believe that children should have time to think without being forced to think about things, but have time to actually think on their own and to develop in their own understanding. I also like how he puts the emotional well-being on the same level as physical well-being for the children, because this is a great step in for children to understand themselves. A.S. Neil was also an educationalist who had opened up a school using his ideas. So it's very similar to Steiner in that way. However, his school is Summerhill School. In Summerhill, the children have the freedom to do as they wish and choose whether or not they attend their classes and things, and they can choose which classes they want to attend. This is often criticised as people believe that if pupils get a choice of whether they want to go to class, then most of them would choose to not to. However, within Summerhill, most actually choose to go to classes. They get to choose which classes they want to do, so they can choose to not go to classes that they struggle in, or they can choose to go to classes which they excel at and really enjoy, so that helps develop themselves for the future. Also within this school, they have a council system which teachers and students are thought of on the same level. With them being at the same level, they get to choose how they operate within the school and everything else that's to do with their educational aspects, whether this is with bullying or other problems within the school, or how they want to actually deal with everything else within the school. Because it's a boarding school, they also sleep at the school, so they will talk about how they want to deal with time behaviours and noise and bedtimes. I like the concept behind this school and the freedom that the children have and how they can govern their own school, because children actually do know how they want to develop and how they want to learn. A famous quote is how the goldfish is related to being able to climb a tree. This is very much what is being done with the national curriculum, and that they are testing students who won't be able to do the tests to have to do the tests. So they struggle because they are unable to do them, much the same as asking a goldfish to climb a tree. However, if the fish had the choice to, say, swim upstream or swim along in nice open water, then they'll be able to show that they excel and purposely know what they are doing. So with my ideology, I believe that they should focus on what the child knows and what the child should be able to do. Because you can't just force children into what you believe that they should be good at, as who knows themselves better than themselves. Thank you for coming to my Ed Talk. That has been my ideology.